This is going to be Vera versus Cruz. That's a fun fight. Cheeto Vera. I'm a big Cheeto Vera fan. I hate that people discredit him for how he beat old weed guy. You know what I'm talking about. Everyone knows who I'm talking about. Sean O'Malley. Yeah, you can't. I mean, bro, he kicked him in the leg and disabled his leg. Like it's a valid tactic, and so I'm not prepared to take anything away from Cheeto. Let's see what Marlon's been having going on in the world of Marlon Vera. Yeah, so I mean, wow, he's been in the UFC for so long. He's been in the UFC since UFC 180, bro. I mean, we're talking. This is 8 years in the UFC for Cheeto, bro. And I mean, one against Davy Grant, unanimous decision, knocked out Frankie Edgar, beat Rob Font. He's lost to Jose Aldo and Song Yadong, but he's got some really good wins on this resume here, like really good wins, and he's on a hot streak right now. Let's see what Dominic Cruz has on the record. I mean, Dominic Cruz is one of the best to do it ever. One of the best to do it ever. Don't make any mistake about it. I mean, hell, he's only got 2 losses in the UFC, and people like to talk about it like he's fucking over the hill, right? But he lost the unanimous decision to Cody Garbrandt back in 2016, and then he took a loss to Henry Cejudo, got TKO'd by Henry Cejudo, which he did adamantly protest, which is still one of the funniest thing that's gone on in the UFC to this day, where Dominic Cruz is trying to bring into question the professionalism of NNKP, no nonsense Keith Peterson, saying he reeked of like Budweiser and Marlboro Reds, which is probably true, but at the end of the day, NNKP knows what he's doing, and I'm not prepared to argue with him on his decisions. But he beat Casey Kinney and he beat Pedro Munoz. Pedro Munoz is no slouch, right? I mean, since May 9th of 2020, he's had 3 fights. So he had like a significant layoff between the Cody Garbrandt loss and the Henry Cejudo loss. But I mean, he got right back on his horse and fought again within 12 months after losing to Henry Cejudo, and he's won 2 in a row there. It's tough, man. It's a tough one to call. It's a tough one to call. What y'all think? Who y'all think's going to win? I think we're going to win. I think we as the fans are going to win. If I had to call it, I would say Cheeto's going to win. I feel like Cheeto's the guy with like the momentum right now. Yeah, so I would have to go with Marlon. But it's anybody's fight, to be real honest. The co-main, we've got Alexa Grasso versus Vivian Araujo. Alexa Grasso is number 5 in the flyweight division. Let's see what her recent wins. So she's had 3 straight wins in a row over Jiyoung Kim, Macy Barber, and Joanne Wood. So good wins. August 29th, 2020, February 13th, 2021, March 26th, 2022. So, I mean, she's getting a fight a year in, and this is about to be her 2nd fight this year, so she's staying real nice and active. She's only been fighting at flyweight the last 3 fights, so she's undefeated at flyweight. Okay, that's the kicker here, is that she lost to Carla Esparza and then dropped down to flyweight and is now 3-0 at flyweight. And let's see what Vivian's got going on. So she is number 6, and she is 3-1 in her last 4. With her only loss coming to Caitlin Chikagian, but she did beat Montana De La Rosa, Roxana Modafferi, and Andrea Lee, which that does not feel as impressive as what Alexa Grasso's been doing, and Alexa Grasso is ranked higher. It's number 5 versus number 6, bro. This will be a scrappy scrap right here for real. But I think if I had to choose it, I would probably go with Alexa Grasso, right? She's higher ranked. She looks like she's got a hotter streak going on right now. Next we got Devin Clark, who came in off the Contender Series, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. No. He came in from looking for a fight. That's right. I knew he was like one of those guys that came in for something like that. I mean, man, 3-2 in his last 5. So it's not like the most incredible record, but he did beat William Knight, who's a tank. He lost to Ion Lava, and he lost to Anthony Smith. So there's not really any shame in losing to either of those guys, as they're both tip of the spear guys. Ion isn't quite as tip of the spear as Anthony Smith, but still really good. And then they fed him a guy who was a little bit lower than that, William Knight, and he got the win again. So I mean, it's a what do you do with a guy like that? You know what I'm saying? He's winning fights. Let's see what Amzat's got going on. Let's see what Azam's got going on. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's a Contender Series guy. He got a TKO in the Contender Series, and then he got a flying knee KO over Tafon Chukwi. So he's an interesting fighter. We don't know as much about him as we do about Devin Clark. So it's a hard one to pick, right? I know that Devin Clark's like a good guy, like a real good fighter. They just have him fighting really, really top level competition. So probably gonna pick Devin Clark if I'm being real honest. Cynthia Calvillo versus Nina Nunez, formerly Nina Ansaroff, wife of the Lioness. Let's see what Cynthia's record's looking like here as of recent. Damn, 3 losses in a row, a win, and then a draw. Damn. So you have 3-1-1 in your last 5. Number 12 in women's flyweight. Damn, that's a tough skid, my dude. Yeah, tough skid. Let's see what Nina's working with. I know Nina hasn't fought since April of last year. Lost 2 in a row. So, lost 2 in a row versus lost 3 in a row. Number 9 versus number 12. I think, man, I don't know who's gonna win this one. Probably Nina. If I had to pick it, it's probably gonna be Nina. If I'm being real honest. Like, let's just shoot straight. I believe it's probably gonna be Nina. If I gotta pick it, in my heart of hearts, that's how I feel like it's gonna go. Not based on anything intelligent. It's just like how it feels in my gut. Then we got Bruno Silva and Gerald Meerschaert. This ought to be a real fun fight. Bruno Silva is, he's 3-1 in the UFC, and he lost against Alex Pereira, right? And it wasn't even, he didn't get knocked out. He actually took Alex all the way to a decision. So, he's a tough guy, talented guy. You can guarantee that. Let's see what Gerald Meerschaert's got going on the resume right now. So he's 3-1 in his last 4. He lost a decision to Krzysztof Jotko, which Jotko is a serious competitor, man, a really serious competitor. Coming off a loss, 3 wins and a loss. So these guys are both coming off losses. I don't know who's going to win this one. It's a good fight. They did good matchmaking this one. These guys are going to give us a really good fight. That's the bottom line. I always like fights like this because they're both really like desperately trying to like climb the ranks and do it, build a name for themselves. And so it isn't like the guys that are like at the tip of the spear where you get this like high level chess match where it's almost kind of boring, even for someone who really appreciates the sport, right? These guys are going to have a lot of heart, and they're going to go out there and show it. I really do believe that, and it's going to be a really fun fight.
Monkey mouth, monkey mouth, monkey mouth, monkey mouth.